On today's episode,
I feel so awful right now.
Ryan gets less fat.
Hello, friends and well-wishers, and welcome back to Ryan Gets Less Fat. It's your buddy Ryan. That's my buddy Max. I'll explain why he's here in just a minute. Last week, I said two things about this episode. I said, one, we would be talking about fat models and fat people fashion. That's a lie. I just want you to know it wasn't a lie at the time, but I didn't do any research on it. I didn't get into it. So we're going to save that for a later date in the future, sometime in the coming new year. All right? The second thing that I said was that if I didn't have a perfect week and hit all four of my Project Deblobulate goals, which are eating under 3,000 calories a day, drinking nothing but water, exercising for 30 minutes a day, and adding a healthy serving of vegetables into each day, if I wasn't perfect with those goals, I would eat a large piece of onion live on camera this week.
A whole onion.
No, actually not a whole onion. At the time I said I was going to eat a slice of onion. And then as I realized that I didn't have a perfect week and I was going to have to eat an onion on camera, I thought it's kind of cheap just to eat a slice of onion. I'll eat half an onion. And then I thought, what sort of video is eating half an onion on the internet? I got to eat a whole onion. And so I am sitting here today before you with one large yellow onion cut into quarters that I am going to eat on this video. And in perhaps the cruelest twist of fate, and the reason this little turd is here, is that he loves raw onion.
They're one of my favorite foods.
It's one of his favorite foods. He
Raw.
eats it,
Raw.
eats it,
Raw.
eats. Yeah, like a maniac. It makes me gag and want to vomit. It makes him go, more please, father. Show them. So he is not eating a whole raw onion. He wants to, but I'm not letting him because I'm a responsible parent. I'm only letting him eat like an eighth of a raw onion on a camera for views. Parenting with Ryan.
Parenting with Ryan.
So he is going to eat the raw onion, not as a punishment for him, but as a reward for being such a good son, and also to show my misery and his delight juxtaposed with each other.
This is the best day ever.
It's the best day ever. I said, I sincerely hope this is not the best day ever, son, eating a raw onion on camera. Don't worry, if things go sideways, I do have a bucket. And I will edit out any barfing modes because I don't know what's going to happen. Enough blustering, enough bravado, enough trying to put it off. It's time to eat a raw onion. You go ahead. You take the first bite because I know he eats it like it's an apple. And it's not just so you guys can see, this is not an apple that that's all right. I'm not. That was a very small piece that fell off. I'm not worried about it.
Very oniony.
Over the river and through the woods, to grandmother's colon we go.
I recommend not to take a big bite. It's very oniony.
And you don't have to eat any more of it than you want to. Just to be clear, he's not being made to eat an onion.
Oh, I'm giddy. I took such a big bite.
Okay, here we go.
That's a big bite.
Initial thoughts.
I told you not to take a big bite.
I have made an enormous mistake.
You can't turn back now.
The juice that comes out of
It
it.
has juice.
The pungency in my nostrils, in the back of my, and from here to the back of my throat is tingling and burning. How am I going to do this?
You ready for your second bite of super tastiness? This is the best day of my life. It's just an apple. It's just an
Oh,
I told you don't take a big bite. Take small bites.
what can I do as an alternate punishment? Okay, so here's the down low. That second bite of onion was so vile and so pungent in my nose and burning from the tip of my tongue all the way down into my esophagus. My stomach immediately revolted and said no, and I had to spit it out. I cannot do this. I'm just gonna be honest. I still have all of that onion, plus I took two bites of this piece, and one of them came out. I'm not going to do this. You might watch this and say, well, this video was a complete waste of time and a failure in every way. And you'd be right, but it's important to remember that when we're trying to achieve a goal, be it losing weight, whatever it might be, we're often going to find failure along the way. Success is very rarely a straight line. It's a path of success, failure, until you find your way through it and learn lessons from it. This past week, while I wasn't perfect with my goals, I was much better. I stayed under my calories for most of the days. I ate a healthy dose of vegetables every day. I drank nothing but water most of the days. I did most of my exercise most of the days. I'm replacing bad habits with better ones and slowly but surely getting better. What I did today was out of silliness, to be funny, to be a joke. I genuinely thought I would be able to sit here and eat this onion and make a comedy video out of it. I thought it would be bad, but not nearly as bad as it turned out to be. It was much, much worse than I thought it was going to be. I'm sorry if you wanted to see me eat the whole onion. I'm disappointed. You probably are too. We stopped the camera and I actually looked to see if we had Vienna sausages or bologna or any of the other foods that I hate, but we actually don't. Maybe at some point in the future I can get some Vienna sausages and eat just as a penance for this.
Here, I can put them in a string for you, and then you can go.
We're not going to do that. That's dangerous, and I don't recommend doing that. And I don't recommend trying to eat a whole raw onion at home.
Unless you're trying to die.
Unless you're trying to die. And even then, I don't recommend it. There's probably better methods. So, next week, we'll be back.
With onions.
No. Next week, I'll be back with my Christmas spectacular. Until then, keep in mind that no matter if you make a promise to your dwindling audience that you can't keep. Wasting 10 minutes of their time watching you spit out 2 bites of onion. Or you're not a complete idiot. You are
Damn sexy.
I feel terrible right now. My stomach is rolling.
No, I didn't.
This is awful. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done.